The Paris Masters is finally upon us. The draw has just been revealed. We have all of the big players under one roof in Paris. I'm talking Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, Daniil Medvedev, Berrettini, Tsitsipas, Rublev, and the rest. Who's going to win? Let's have a look at the draw. Here we go. My trusty good friend Jose Morgado tweets out the ATP Masters 1000 Paris Bercy full draw. And instantly I'm looking what side is Novak Djokovic on. And you can see here, I know it's quite small, but he's right at the top. Novak Djokovic with a bye, the 6th seed, on the same side as Rafael Nadal. We also have Cilic, Sinner, Ruud, Tsitsipas, Cam Norrie, and Carreño Busta, some of the notable seeds on the second half of the draw. On the top half, we've got Alcaraz, Berrettini, Hurkacz, Rublev, Medvedev, TFO, who's obviously very dangerous right now, Taylor Fritz, and Felix, arguably the most dangerous player on the tour right now. He's still not qualified for the race to Turin. And, I mean, if he can get to the ATP finals, I would really, really be fearful of him because he's won back-to-back tournaments, looking for a third right now, and he's coming into this event in definitely the best form. Moving over to this one, this is Rafael Nadal's path to glory, if he can do it. Of course, he's got a bye in the first round. Second round, it would be either Bautista Agut or Tommy Paul. Agut playing a lot better in this recent event. Shapovalov or Carreño Busta in the third round. Tsitsipas Norrie in the quarter-final. And as we know, Norrie and Tsitsipas, they've been a bit shaky. Norrie's been losing quite a few recently. Tsitsipas lost yet again to Borna Coric. So I think up until that stage, it all seems quite winnable. And then, of course, it gets tough. We could be looking at a maybe Nadal, Djokovic for, the 59th or 60th time? It's been a lot of matches between them. And this is on a hard court. So last time we saw them both play was at the ATP Cup, in which Djokovic annihilated Rafa. I'm very fearful for my man. But if we can get it in a semi-final, of course, that'll be awesome. But then a final would consist of Alcaraz or Medvedev. And you've got to throw Felix in because he's the informed guy. For Djokovic, this is his road to Paris. Of course, same as Rafa, bye in the first round. Second round of Krejci or Schwartzman. I think they're both very winnable ones for Novak. Sinner or Khachanov in the third. That could be a bit more challenging. I think that's a tougher third round match than Rafa. Sinner, of course, pushed Djokovic last time they played at Wimbledon. That one went to 5 sets. And Khachanov is in some good form. He's been playing some good tennis, so you never know. Could do some special things. And I believe Khachanov defeated Djokovic at the Paris Masters final a few years back. So that's just something interesting to take into consideration. Quarter-final of Ruud or Cilic, I think that would be quite easy for Djokovic. Semi-final, of course, Nadal, Tsitsipas, and final, Alcaraz or Medvedev. So, been on the same side as Rafa. You got the same final. You've got to throw Felix in that one as well, in my opinion. This is a good tweet. So, this is the projected round 3. And it just shows some of the other players and some of the matches we're going to get to see. We're going to be covering as many of these as possible on Game to Love. You don't want to miss them. We'll promise to cover as many as we can because look at some of these names. I'm talking Alcaraz, Berrettini, Hubie Hurkacz, Rublev, Medvedev, TFO, Fritz, Felix, a Djokovic, Sinner, a Cilic, Ruud, a Tsitsipas, Norrie, and a Nadal, Busta. And I think some of the ties of the round are actually the ones with the stars because, as it says here, that is a potential decider for the ATP finals. So Rublev, Hurkacz, whoever wins that has a really good shot of actually qualifying for the race to Turin and qualifying for the ATP finals. Same with Fritz Felix as well, although Felix could have it wrapped up if he's able to win this event. Probably the pick of the round for me is Alcaraz Berrettini. I think that's going to be a really fascinating matchup. Of course, Berrettini with a big serve on this surface makes it very level and maybe could be the favourite in that tie if Berrettini turns up. I think also another interesting one, of course, is Djokovic Sinner. I don't think Nadal Busta, if we get it, it's going to be that exciting. Nadal always beats him, and I would expect more of the same on this occasion. The final one I've got is the projected quarterfinals, and this is where it gets even more eye-watering. Alcaraz Rublev, Medvedev Felix, Djokovic Ruud, Tsitsipas, Nadal, and some early calls. If Felix makes it this far, I think he beats Medvedev as well. We know he come very close to defeating him at the Australian Open at the start of the year, and that was one of the best matches of 2022. So I'd like to see them two play again. Djokovic Ruud, I don't think there'll be much of a contest, especially on this surface. And the Nadal Tsitsipas, that could be a good one as well. So some good matches there. And of course, what an event. The draw is out. Me and Ben will be doing our predictions tomorrow night. So please join us for that. And I'm just hoping the quality of tennis lives up to the draw, because it's certainly very exciting. But that's my thoughts on it all. Let me know yours in the comments section below. And of course, if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you very soon.